My name is Liz Cardinale, and this is a presentation about the database Oyez. Oyez is a free database, and it is a multimedia archive directed to make Supreme Court case law available to everyone. The database has easily understandable case summaries, transcript synchronized audio of the oral arguments and decisions, and illustrated decision information and opinions of the justices' opinions in the different decisions and cases. It also has detailed information and bios on the current and past Supreme Court justices and a panoramic tour of the Supreme Court building in case you really want to immerse yourself in the Supreme Court. So if you go over to the tour link and click it, you will come to a virtual campus tour if you have Adobe Flash Player. I'm sorry, I don't have Adobe Flash Player, but if you download the most recent version, you'll be able to do a 360-degree virtual campus tour of the U.S. Supreme Court, which allows you to really get in the spirit of these Supreme Court cases. Next, if you go to Justices, this is where you will find all of the recent and past Supreme Court justices, as you can see with Brett Kavanaugh at the top, because he was the most recently selected to be a Supreme Court justice. This can be filtered by justice, as you see here, or it could be filtered by court. Now the court would give you, as you can see, Roberts Court at the top, because that is what the court we are in right now. But if you scroll down, you can see all the past courts of the Supreme Court. And you can also filter it in courts by the exact Chief Justice Court. So that's how you can filter that by as well. So the information of the justices is pretty much just a bio. Say you want to look at Sonia Sotomayor. Click on her tab and it brings you to her bio and everything you would need to know about her and her legal career and what brought her to the Supreme Court. This really helps you get an insight as to how these judges fall in terms of their decision making and what factors can contribute to their decision making process in different cases. Next, the most functional part of Oyez is the cases. The cases are here listed by term. So that's the first way, that is the automatic way that you can see cases. As you can see, the most recent term is pulled up right away, and then it's in alphabetical order, which is also filtered, the immediate filter. But you can also sort by name, popularity, whether the chronological order of decided, granted, and argued for these cases. And you can look throughout all the terms of all the past years. The next way you can filter out these cases through the tab page is by issue. So let's say you have a topic and you're not entirely sure where to start in terms of looking for Supreme Court precedent. You can go to the Issues tab, and they have many issues for you to choose from that can help you direct your research in terms of what you're looking for. So when you're looking for a case, court terms are very helpful if you have a year of a case and want to find it right away. So let's say Brown v. Board of Education. You forget the tail end of that case name, but you know that it was decided in 1954. You simply just go to term, scroll down, find your year, which would be the 1940 to 1955 block, and you would look, it's filtered by name, so you would be alphabetical order. You scroll down and you see Brown v. Board of Education right there. So that's a simple way to find things. Another cool thing that this database does is it sorts it by popularity. That's how you can filter it. So let's say you knew there was a case in 2014-2015 that was about gay rights, but you just couldn't remember the name of it, but you knew it was in the headlines. You simply can just search by popularity, and there you go, Obergel v. Hodges, and you see from the sentence synopsis that it recognized same-sex marriage for gay people. So when you click on the link to the case, it breaks it down into a very simplistic format. It has the facts of the case, the question, legal questions, the conclusion as summed up as it can. So basically, it's just a very simplistic form of a brief. What's also very interesting about this database is it does the illustrated decision making. So as you can see here, you see that all the justices that are highlighted are part of the majority opinion, whereas all the justices that are faded are part of the dissenting opinion, which lets you really find out more about this case very fast. What's also cool is, let's say that you don't want a synopsis, you want the actual opinion. You can go to the left and you can see that they have all the opinions listed so you can actually read the case. So all you have to do is click on it and it brings you to a different database where you can actually read through the case and the opinions written instead of just the summary. What's also cool is for the media portion for every case that they recorded, you can find the oral argument. The oral argument is both transcribed and it's audio, so you can listen and you can follow along and read while you listen. For instance,
we'll hear argument this morning in case number 14556, Obergefell versus Hodges.
As you can see, the text highlights for what is being read, therefore you are able to follow it along much better. And of course, the simplest way of researching a case on this database would be simply going into the search bar and typing in the case you're looking for. Let's say you wanted to find Roe v. Wade very fast. All you have to do is type it into the search bar, click enter, and there you go. It's right there. You find it right away. You find the summary, and you're able to get a grasp on what this case is, what the Supreme Court case is very fast. Well, thank you for listening.